If he says he doesn't have a psychiatric problem, let him come public and let psychiatrists come and test. Let him give a psychiatric test. When I look at my wife today, she's a judge. I look at her. I say, baby, you're a judge. Who are those who behind it? Any day that I will make Dr. Giri and his family to cry, God, don't allow me to grow. At some point in his life, he was PDP, the deputy governorship candidate in Ogun State, and he was comfortable having his picture with that of somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking.
Dr. Abati did not leave because of the fact that Larry Olayinka, was coming here. He was indisposed. He couldn't make it here. He called in sick. Please let me speak. Mr. Larry Olayinka, you will let me speak. You have been speaking for so many minutes here. You will let me speak, Mr. Olayinka. So please, I want you to focus. I have a right to speak up for my colleague.
You have a right. You have a right to speak up for your colleague.
Yes.
You don't have the
we
right.
are a team on this show.
You don't have a right.
We are a team.
You don't have a right. You don't have the right. You say even if you are a team, you don't have a right because we are not in the zoo. Reuben, Oseni, we are not in the zoo.
Mr. Olayinka, with due respect, maybe one of these days we'll talk about your own 20 million fraud allegations that you had to go back and forth to court for. Maybe we'll talk to that. Your own 20 million fraud allegations. Allegations against you too.
20 million allegation. I went to court. I went to court myself, and the case was struck out. So stop behaving like you know everything. Is it not you that you study animal anatomy?
So
that you are supposed to be doing it.
What is wrong? What is wrong in studying animal anatomy?
Okay, Mr.
Can you show us your own certificate from the school you went? Show us your own certificate.
Documentary on animal now.
The certificate is phony.
Guys said do documentary on animals.
Abati now said don't respond. Say okay, he don't see everything. When they come back from work. Should we buy boxing gloves and get ready on Monday when they go come work? When you reach intelligence, I beg now, lady, hear yourself. I don't think I'm not. In fact, even person when no go school hear all of them join together. Let's leave sentiments aside though. Looking at this from the layman's perspective. If you hear them now, which of them will go to say the people will be see actually they educated enough? Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. His boss is the FCT minister. It shock you? I sure say you're gonna wonder how this drama take happen for Inside Arise Television today. And waiting don't cause that drama. Well, I bring all the receipts come out. I did here to bring on all the juice, all the receipts. I even go to Inside Archive, go dig out some more evidence to come bring on all the receipts for waiting cause this quarter today for Inside Arise Television. My name is Precious Enyi. Welcome to Precious Enyi TV and an update with Precious Billy. It always sweet my belly to bring on an update of things when they happen for inside the country. So today for Inside Arise Television, you see the buzz wey happen when Ibi said the spokesperson of Nyesom Wike or person where they put man for talk for him as a concerned media come out also right of response to come answer for the matter where concern the interview which Amaechi get for Inside Arise Television. And for there, now begin insult Reuben Abati. Call Reuben Abati. I say, how dare you insult a whole FCT minister? Now, in case you just wonder how Reuben used enter the matter. So, so over the weekend, Amaechi getting birthday. And during your birthday, then talk about weaponization of poverty and all of those. And Amaechi come talk, say, oh, Nigerians, they're very hungry. Say, even him, say, everybody, they're hungry under this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration.
It's about poverty. But currently, everybody wants to amass wealth. The current government and their agencies and who work with it, they are not even afraid. If you see the kind of houses they are building, if they are not afraid, I am ashamed for them. Because they have no name.
Is that a lie or true? I'd like to hear from you. And then when you talk the next day or two, when Ibi say Wiki get in media chats, people ask him questions about waiting and Amaechi talk. And I say, hey, say no why an adult we don't date 20-something years on inside politics. We've been the command billions of dollars. Go figure mind the line. Somebody come and talks, excuse me, if he command billions of dollars, does it mean that he take all those money for himself? How much will his salary as a governor? We're supposed to make him not hungry again if we're doing the right thing in Nigeria in the first place. But make we even leave that one. But then, Reuben Abati, the next day after that media chat, come they analyze the conversation. Now he come talk, say, Wike, they very insulting because whether I like him or not, Amaechi remain in boss because Amaechi employer, Amaechi make him chief of staff. Amaechi nominate him as a minister under Goodluck Jonathan. When make Goodluck Jonathan and his wife use make it come become governor of the state because then Amaechi and Goodluck then they get problem. So Wike owes Amaechi some respect as person will be saying don't work for before saying they're very insulting in the hubris shows. So it's a hubris say that's a person when they carry shoulder up where be say you no believe say get anybody with feel respect and all those kinds of things. Is that true or lie about Wike? Is there people where be say in don't insult in the past? Is there things so in don't in the past we don't make people think this way of him?
If he says you don't have a psychiatric problem, let him for come public and let psychiatrists come and test. Let him give over a psychiatric test. Because nobody that is sane, nobody that is normal will behave the way that person behaves.
In the evening, he said this again. He says a politician. What kind of politicians are that?
Yeah, but you are on record as in the past, publicly saying that you will never have a kind of disagreement with Dr. Odili that will lead to this kind of frustrated relationship.
No. Sir,
that is saved your political career.
No, don't make that. I never said so. See, I don't know the guy will die. But now I will die one day. But the truth must be told. Any day that I will make Dr. Odili and his family to cry, God, don't allow me to grow.
Is Reuben Abati right? But let's even forget about that. So now that's one. After that response by Reuben Abati, I think the next day or so, Chibuike Amaechi, the former governor of Rivers State, former minister for transportation, gets an interview for inside the same Arise television, but this time with Charles Aniogole for inside the prime time. And when he get the interview, he can't begin talk a lot of things. First, he say no one do what. When they mention things they get to do, we can say no one join words with children. Because he be like say we can't agree, say anybody help and grow for this life. So he started by acknowledging Peter Obi and his wife for the role they played in his life, in his political life. But then say, unlike some people like Wike, they don't believe say anybody help them. Only I make himself local government chairman, only I make himself chief of staff, only I make himself minister, only I make himself governor, only I make nobody help him. Now him help himself and all that. Saying no one talk about children.
The grace of God, by the grace of Dr. Peter Obi too, and the people of Nigeria, Rivers State, and if you don't care about their name, they don't care about their character. I wonder whether they don't think their children should be ashamed of themselves. I don't want to be on issues with children. He made himself chief of staff, he made himself governor, he made himself minister, he made himself local government. Thank God. Then I thank Dr. Peter Obi for the role he played in my life, him and his wife, and I continue to say to people and to my wife and my children that I will never go against them. So no matter what they do to me, have they done a lot to me? They have done so many things that you will want to scream. But then you have to hold back yourself and say to yourself, God used this man. Dr. Obi and his wife, if they had said no, if he wasn't there, God used him. So you must respect God by respecting him. As they are stealing money, they don't know that the more they stole the money from the people, the more they impoverish the people. That's when they're weaponizing poverty.
Arise, come say, make them call. Since Wike no go fit come talk for himself, make them call a spokesperson to come talk or respond to that thing, that interview where be say Amaechi get. Now that one come with a carry grenade. Come today. As he first come, the first person where he attack now Reuben Abati. Say, hey, Reuben Abati, look at you. Say, thank God to the people of Arise Television. Say, oh, no, bring Reuben Abati, come here. But for most of the things and when you talk about Reuben Abati, I don't know the truth or lie about them, but let's even look at the crux of the matter. The fact say Reuben talk, say, Wike they rude. Wike dey insulting. Now true or not false? Make we look at some things where Wike don't talk in the past concerning Amaechi, concerning Peter Obi, concerning APC, concerning make I just go show you, play you those cards them one by one. Yeah, go watch and make you see.
In 2004, husband was the governor. So she was going to body camp for women empowerment. I was to run for my second tenure as chairman of my local government. Maybe you should forget this. I want to remind her today. Now, they were having lunch with the husband and the former state party chairman then, Prince Uche Secondus. And I was told that my name has been removed in the list. So I ran down to government house. Then she had finished her own lunch and left the husband and was entering the vehicle. I said, Mommy, I'm finished. She said, what happened? I said, I removed my name. She ran back straight to the husband. So, what happened? The husband said, what is the problem? My son said, I removed your name. He said, who removed his name? At that time, secondaries had left. Then the husband called the security at the gate. Stop secondaries to come back. And secondaries came back. That was how I went back a second time chairman. For me, I can't talk about my growth without mentioning her. Well, if she was not around that day to see the governor, it was not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. So, I've been around that particular day. Saved my career in politics. You know, once you leave office, everyone's leaving you. And so that was how I grew.
When I look at my wife today, she's a judge. I look at her, I say, baby, you're a judge. Who were those who behind it? That do. See, I don't know that I will die. But I know I will die one day. But the truth must be told. Any day that I will make Dr. Giri and his family to cry, God, don't allow me to grow. These people suffered. These people suffered blackmail, everything. Because of some people like us. Sir, I want to tell you today. I want to tell you today before people here. I will never be alive to make you cry on your wife. I will never do it. You will never cry. Because I know what you have passed through.
He said, personal estate. Who is not having the personal estate? His wife is chairman of government council. His daughter is commissioner. His another is a judge. He now is the general overseer. So who is now taking the state and the private I'm sure if he has not taken, I'm sure if there's any hope, he can even arrange a marriage for the government. I can tell you that. If I tell you how the daughter became a commissioner, you'll be shocked. You are here. I'm Muslim. It was his nephew, the senior brother's son, that was recommended to that commissioner. You know what he had to do? Oh no, let's look at our sister. Your sister, look my sister. He said, Anna, I was thinking of an elder sister who they have nominated their nephew, their senior brother's son. I thought you would have said, no, please. This is my nephew. It's my senior brother's son. My senior brother just died. So I'm their father now. They took it and they took it. In the evening, he said this again. He says a politician. What kind of politician is that?
Yeah, but you are on record as in the past, publicly saying that you will never have a kind of disagreement with Dr. Odili that will lead to this kind of frustrated relationship.
No. Sir,
that is save your political career.
No, don't make that. I never said so. See, I don't know the day I will die. But now I will die one day. But the truth must be told. Any day that I will make Dr. Giri and his family to cry, God, don't allow me to grow.
I, Evans, took him to Mrs. Jonathan.
FCT, don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Now, you know what happened? He was rolling, begging me every day.
Rolling.
Honorable Kumagudes, she's there. She can attest to this fact that this man was rolling, begging me to take him to Mrs. Jonathan.
Rolling like.
In fact, I want to apologize to Rivers people through Opobo local government area that I made the biggest mistake of my life.
Now you bring the virus.
I am sorry. I am sorry.
Jay.
We don't forgive you. Opobo, I am sorry.
Jay.
Rivers people, I am
sorry.
When you know a man who is dying, ordinarily you don't need to reply him.
I will never leave PDP. I will never disappoint PDP. If I disappoint PDP, I will never have peace in my life. To make a pronouncement. So everybody will have to be careful. You give somebody an umbrella, the next day he defects. EFCC will come, he said, no, let me join them, so EFCC will not be against you. You carry the vote of another party, and you join another party. Can you transfer vote? You work hard for somebody to win the election. Tomorrow the person say, no, I have defected. If you are defecting, leave the seat. If you know it is easy. About it. Even when you have spent your 8 years in office, then you continue to pretend to say who becomes who, whatever, in Rivers State. Somebody say me. It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the came and left. You've never heard of saying that you will do this, you will not do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. I am not going to impose anybody on this state. I will not do it. You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Anambra State? Even in Rivers State, did not happen. Did it not happen? That nothing you can do. People will change. People will, if there's anybody you want to bring in office that you think will do according to what you want, then you must be joking in your life. Then you're not a student of. When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gone to the level where sacrificing, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job. Of poverty is a good job. Of insecurity is a good job. Of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing.
Aha! So coming back now, make I go play you the thing wey cause the drama, wey make Reuben Abati talk wetin him talk. Hear that interview for inside the media chats.
Now, aside from all the political talk, the average Nigerians have been complaining of hunger. And now we are seeing people who have served like 2 times governor and minister also saying the hunger has come to them. It feels like hunger pro max at this point in time.
Okay.
Now, how is your administration and the Renewed Hope administration addressing that specifically? Because we're seeing politicians say they're hungry.
You know one thing I don't like in Nigeria? We have the time to listen to jokes.
But they're influential people.
Which influential? What makes them influential? You think they're influential?
A former governor and minister?
Hold on. You are talking about Amaechi?
Yes, sir.
And you have been specific. I don't know how a man will choose his 60th birthday to tell lies. It's unfortunate. Of all time, it's your 60th birthday that people are celebrating you. You used to tell lies to Nigerians. You are hungry. Let us tell ourselves this. He was speaker 1999 to 2007. And if anybody knows, he was the most pampered speaker. Then he was reading law in London as a speaker, 1999 to 2007. He became a governor, 2007 to 2015. He was still reading law in London. 8 years as Speaker of Rivers State House Assembly.
8 years as governor, you never talked about hunger. You became a minister from 2015 to 2023. 8 years, super minister, transport. Where you were borrowing money for exit bank loans. You didn't talk about hunger. 2 years you have left office. I'm in coalition because I'm hungry. You're only hungry of power. And that's just failure on his part. How do you look at it? How do you insult Nigerians? How do you trivialize the issue of hunger or poverty? Why do you do that? You're insulting Nigerians. You joined Atiku. You joined Rufai because you are hungry. Have you not insulted Nigerians? Just that you can't stay out of power. That's the hunger. You can't stay out of power. How would a man say 1999 to 2023? We stand before Nigerians who presided over billions of naira. These are the same man who on the national television told Nigerians he doesn't like money. Meanwhile, dollar was showing. Meanwhile, dollar. You are carrying dollar. And you are telling Nigerians you don't like money. What kind of country is this? And we are listening to that. And you say it's inflation.
Aha! So you don't hear the interview inside the media chat, Abi? Okay now. Or you go listen to wetin Reuben Abati talk. Come tell me based on the videos and what you don't see about Wike for the beginning. Reuben Abati talk true, Abi na lie. Or you go watch him.
What Rufai is trying to explain to you in the literature is called religious syncretism. And it is represented by the African church in Nigeria, where they mix one form of Christianity with another form of religion and belief in God, which has been well explained in the literature. But let me come from a dramaturgical point of view. When we teach students dramaturgy, we talk about flaw of character as a major trope in tragic stories. It's called either amaechi or hubris. I think what we're dealing with regard to Nyesom Wike is hubris. Hubris, which relates to his own character. Now, let me start with Rotimi Amaechi. He says Rotimi Amaechi is hungry for power. He could not deliver 10% for Atiku in the 2023 election. He could not address hunger while he was a minister or while he was a governor. Now, there's a basic principle in human relationships about your relationship with your bosses. I think that Nyesom Wike is very rude, disrespectful, because Rotimi Amaechi is his boss in politics. When he was local government chairman, or was he councillor, during Amaechi's second term, it was Rotimi Amaechi that helped him to become local government chairman at Obio Akpo local government area. He subsequently became chief of staff to Rotimi Amaechi. It was Rotimi Amaechi that recommended him to become Minister of State for Education in Abuja. So he talks this carelessly about his former boss. I think it's disrespectful. I think he speaks to his character. Number two, this same Nyesom Wike still talking about this hubris. The theory is this. People can double check it. You know, has also abused Peter Odili, Sir Peter Odili, another statesman. He has said publicly that Peter Odili does not qualify to be an elder. This is the same man that he was taken to by Mama Peace, Dr. Patience Jonathan, to help him to become governor. There is no name he has not called Dr. Peter Odili and his wife. He even referred to him as one man and his wife as one woman. This is a statement about character. This same Nyesom Wike says he's fighting for President Jonathan, and that there's nobody in PDP that can stop him, not even Chief Olabode George, whom we refer to as a ground rent debtor. So who will Nyesom Wike not insult? Senator John Mbata, who was his godfather at a point, he insulted him too. And he has shown signal that he's also going to insult President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In that interview, he pointed out that if he had known that President Tinubu was going to declare a state of emergency in Rivers, he would have offered a different kind of advice. That's already a signal to President Tinubu to know that this man you are dealing with is only interested in his own interests, permanent interests, not permanent friends. And so President Tinubu should beware, because tomorrow he will abuse this same President Tinubu. He says nobody can touch him in PDP. Okay, what does that mean? He's saying that, yes, it's possible for a man to be everywhere as long as his personal interest is involved. So these are the questions to be raised. About the hubris of Nyesom Wike, I think that is the major issue. That is the story. That is the story.
Aha! You don't want Abati? Okay. Now let's get into the main cocoa of the matter. Waiting happened today for Inside Arise Television. This now waiting Larry Olayinka will be the spokesperson of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike get to talk today in response to all of this drama. Where be say happen. Cool down. Carry your popcorn. They chop up with some, drink to step it down. Make you watch this drama will happen for Arise Television today, one by one. He even picked on the character of Rufai Oseni for trying to perhaps, tell him to stick to the conversation. Say, oh, Rufai will study animal husbandry, animal scientists and all that. And something just smacked me. I said, see, in case those of you will know they inside media profession don't understand. See, media profession and journalism, that profession will be say, once you dey intelligent, you sabi read and write. Whether you study them or not, you go fit do them well and do them very good. If the Larry Olayinka study journalism and Rufai Oseni study journalism, you hear Larry Olayinka the way they talk. You hear Rufai Oseni the way they talk. If now you be lecturer, which of them will you go give pass mark for journalism profession? Which of them we could give pass mark? Person will study animal husbandry, I mean animal scientists, we're supposed to go talk to only animals. Hear him talk. Hear the words when they come out of his mouth. Hear the way he articulates himself. Hear the ideas where they bring. Then you, where you study journalism, where you're supposed to carry yourself demurely. Demurely. I'm going to see the way they carry yourself. Now, which of them are they fit to call a pressman or to be called a pressman? Well, I'm not going to feel preempt on our man. I don't want to, give on us, do the spoiler. Make on go watch the interview carefully from the beginning and the buzzbuzz then what happened. Oh yeah, go watch them. Come back, they'll go analyze the rest.
Well, I first and foremost, I want to commend the management, especially the chairman of Arise News. That's our one of the leading light in journalism profession in this country, the Prince Duke. I want to commend him. I want to commend him for today because I can see that Mr. Reuben Abati is not here because I was not expecting him to be here because he took position of special assistant on media to Rotimi Amaechi. He took position of spokesperson to Rotimi Amaechi. So I was thinking that to be professional, to operate normally, Reuben Abati will not be among those who will sit in the studio to interview me. I said that it will be on this side of the discussion this morning. So while I will be talking in defense or in support of the FCT Minister Wike, he will also be talking in support and in defense of Rotimi Amaechi like he has been doing. And I said that probably he has been appointed as a special assistant on media to Amaechi because I watched him like 3 or 4 days ago here saying that talking like the minister is rude, is this, and using unprintable words that I was not expecting to hear from somebody who has functioned as editorial chairman of Guardian newspapers. For somebody like that to come to studio and begin to call a minister rude in defense of Rotimi Amaechi, because he was supposed to, in journalism, we are not supposed to have opinion. So I was shocked to hear him turning himself to spokesperson of Amaechi. And I want to also suggest that since he's now Amaechi's spokesperson, he should excuse himself from Arise TV and go and do his job properly. He should not be using a platform provided by respected Nigerians like Oga Nduka Obaigbena to ventilate his anger, his frustration, and his hatred for Wike. Because it is obvious that he hates Wike He said here that Wike is rude. When he had issue with EFCC and he had to pay back the money he got from Dasuki loot, then the alleged Dasuki loot. He himself and his wife knew the road to Wike's house to go and beg for a bailout, which is obviously got. And Wike was not rude that time. Oga Reuben Abati has always come to this station to present himself as a moral police, to postulate, present as a moral police. And he will not one day tell us.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian. I'm trying my best.
At one point in his life, he's a politician, a member of PDP. At some point in his life, he was PDP deputy governorship candidate in Ogun State. And he was comfortable having his picture displayed with that of somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. He was comfortable on the podium with somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. That is the person that will come here and pronounce with his mouth that a minister of this, a former governor, a minister, somebody he once ran to for help, and call that person a rude person. It is to me, I never believe that kind of word, but you know him. He's a bully like he has always been. Even you that you are talking to me now, I've seen videos in the studio bullying you, telling you that you did not respect him. You did not call him Oga, even you that are his colleagues, on live TV. So I want to commend the management of Arise TV for taking him out of today. So that
that is not what happened, sir.
Mr. Leary.
That is not what happened, sir.
Mr. Leary.
And also speak.
Mr. Leary Olayinka. Mr. Leary Olayinka. If you will hear me.
Like special assistant or media.
If you will hear me.
Former governor of Rivers State and former minister of transportation.
Okay.
Rotimi Amaechi.
Mr. Leary.
That is in that regard.
Mr. Leary Olayinka. No, I have to come in. I have to come in here.
The minister saying that.
Mr. Leary, I have to come in here.
Who was
Mr. Leary Olayinka, I have to come in here. It's not a monologue.
8 years.
Mr. Leary Olayinka.
Governor of Rivers State for 8 years.
I have to come in here.
Minister of Transport for 8 years. That is 23 years. How can that person come and deceive Nigerians that is hungry? In my place, they will use Yoruba and say, "Belong pamanamanang kuo." Because if you have been in government, you have lived on public fund for 23 years, just 2 years out of that public fund, the opportunity of eating government money, and you are now hungry. What kind of hunger is that? And you choose your birthday. And that is what we are saying. And I'm saying this again. Nigerians should stop allowing themselves to be deceived. People who were in government yesterday, because they are no longer in government, when they were in government, they did not call Nigerians to say, "Oh, Nigerians, so this is what we are doing. Come and join us to enjoy a public fund." Now they are out of government for just 2 years. They have suddenly become champion of democracy. Amaechi has now become champion of democracy. Amaechi, under whose judiciary in Rivers State was shut down for over 1 year. No court did not work in Rivers State for over 1 year. He is now champion of democracy. And Nigerians are listening to him. I don't understand. Amaechi was Minister of Transport. And rail line that was done here was like 50% higher than the ones that was done in a country like Ethiopia. Ethiopia did its own for $4.4 million per kilometer. The one under Amaechi was done for $3.4 million per kilometer. And that one, the one in Ethiopia was double lane. The one in Ethiopia was double lane. The one Amaechi did was single lane. And that is the person that is now presenting himself as champion of good governance, champion of democracy. Just because he contested APC primary with the present president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He lost. He lost primary. And he said he did not support Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he had no capacity. And Nigeria proved him wrong. He said, "Oh, okay, carry your support and go."
So we must have to say a couple of things. Number one, first and foremost, Dr. Abati did not leave because of the fact that Larry Olayinka, was coming here. We have to restate that. He was indisposed. He couldn't make it here. He called in sick. Number two, all your allegations against him are unsubstantiated, and he has a right of reply. And he will also take his right of reply when it comes. And it is not fair to cast aspersions about a man and say things you do not know. So you thanking Arise TV for not putting Dr. Abati here, that's untrue. That's not a fact. That's not a statement of fact. He called in sick and is indisposed. And he will get his chance to be able to talk. Some things I need to set straight. Dr. Abati did not leave the show because Arise TV told him not to come today. He was indisposed and he called in sick. That assertion that he didn't come because you were coming here is totally false. Secondly, all the allegations placed against him can't be substantiated, and he has the right to be able to respond to all of this. Thirdly, please let me speak. Mr. Larry Olayinka, you will let me speak. You have been speaking for so many minutes here. You will let me speak, please. And I insist on that right. Secondly, the right of reply was between Wike and Rotimi Amaechi. And I think it's best issues like that are focused as a right of reply based on that. Not this casting of aspersions about people that are not here to speak for themselves and saying things that are not true and do not hold water. So it will be best for you to moderate yourself and speak to the issues as regards the right of reply. I am still speaking. I am still speaking. Mr. Olayinka. So please, I want you to focus on the right of reply of what transpired between your boss and Amaechi. That's the focus of this issue, and not attacking people that are not here to defend themselves. That's the only decent thing to do. Go ahead.
Are you done speaking?
Go ahead, please.
When your Reuben Abati was in that studio calling Wike, saying Wike was a rude person, was Wike there to defend himself? Was Wike there? So if he's not here, he will also hear what I'm saying and come as spokesperson to Amaechi to also defend himself. Again, Oseni Rufai, stop behaving like you know everything. You are not a spirit. The allegation I made is against Reuben Abati, not you. Listen.
No, but I have a right to speak up for my colleague. I have a right to speak up for my colleague.
You have a right. You have a right to speak up for your colleague.
Yes.
You don't have the
we
right.
are a team on this show.
You don't have a right.
We are a team.
You don't have a right. You don't have the right. You say even if you are a team, you don't have a right because we are not in the zoo. Reuben, we are not in the zoo.
Mr. Olayinka, with due respect, maybe one of these days we'll talk about your own 20 million fraud allegations that you had to go back and forth to court for. Maybe we'll talk to that. Your own 20 million fraud allegations. Allegations against you too.
20 million allegation. I went to court. I went to court myself, and the case was struck out, dismissed. The case was dismissed. If I knew that you were going to talk about it, I will bring the court judgment. And that is why I say, so go and do a 2 or 3 weeks course in journalism so that you will know. You will not come to a TV station to begin to talk like you are a lawyer, using words like I put it to you. Like somebody is a court of law, you are doing cross-examination. I put it to you. I put it to you. This is a conversation, not an interrogation. You should also begin to act like human being that you are supposed to be. What I'm saying here is that I made allegation against Reuben Abati. Let him come and defend him. So you are not the one to say that the allegation is lying. He says it's false. It's true or not. Because you are not the person. Were you with him when he went to Wike? Were you with him in the FCT custody? Were you with him? You were not with him now. So stop behaving like you know everything. Is it not you that you study animal anatomy? So you are supposed to be doing it.
Okay. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong in studying animal anatomy?
Okay, Mr.
Can you show us your own certificate from the school you went? Show us your own certificate.
Documentary on animal now.
Your certificate is phony.
Guys, do documentary on animals and stop talking to human beings and let responsible person coordinate this program, not you. Not somebody who was convicted for breaking traffic offenses. Offense like you. You come to station, you come to TV station and begin to do.
Mr. Larry Olayinka, if I may interject at this moment, we would like to have a productive.
Let me listen to you.
Mr. Larry Olayinka, please, sir.
Let me listen to you, I beg.
Please, sir. We want to have a productive.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Sir,
Larry,
please,
I'm not an animal.
let's not...
And you should retract your statement.
Rufai, please. Let's not...
my sister. I'm listening to woman.
We will not allow this conversation to degenerate into personal insults, defamatory territory,
but you were in that station when Abati was calling, Wike was saying Wike was rude.
Mr. Larry Olayinka, based off of that, on this platform, we like to discuss issues that can move the nation forward, issues that pertain to governance and that pertain to...
He's clearly not here to talk about issues.
Mr. Larry Olayinka.
Mr. Larry, let's talk about your certificate.
Let's take away...
Provide your real...
Mr. Larry Olayinka, based off... Let's stick to the subject matter. The subject matter here is around conversations, not just those that take place on this table, but in the public space. And I believe you're here to speak to some of those allegations, some of those analysis and criticism that are being posed to your principal. So, sir, devoid of attacking any person or individual, please, can you help us to unpack and give us your response in defense in favor of your principal, not an attack on anybody who has spoken, because there has been criticism across the board. We cannot single out one individual who has critiqued your principal. So please, let's stick to the matters at hand. Your defense, sir, for your principal.
Thank you, my sister. You see, this is a conversation. You will also help me. This station, the anchor, including yourself that you have spoken now nicely, you also help me to limit yourself to issues and stop addressing and saying on a live TV that a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria is rude, is hubris. You should stop using words like that on people. Until you stop using words like that, you continue to have this kind of reaction from people who come to your station. So ask me a question now, I will answer you.
You've been asked questions in the past and you never answered them. We told you to talk about the tiff between Rotimi Amaechi and Wike, but you never answered them. You kept on assaulting people and abusing people. Talk about the tiff. Talk about the tiff between Rotimi Amaechi and Wike. Talk about the tiff between them. Do you understand what I mean by the tiff? Talk about the tiff between them. Go ahead.
Wike said, listen. Rotimi Amaechi said on your station that it does not respond to children. And some of us look at him and laughed. Because this person that he referred to as a child was a local government chairman when he was member of House of Assembly. He was elected member of House of Assembly in Rivers State. The same way Wike was elected local government chairman. Of course, you know the difference between House of Assembly member and local government chairman. These children that he said was the Director General of his campaign in 2011. Wike was the one who led Rotimi Amaechi's campaign to re-elect him in 2011. This person that he called children, I don't relate to children, was the one in 2007 when Rotimi Amaechi ran to Ghana and was hiding under the wrapper of his wife. He was in Ghana. Wike was the one leading the charge to bring Rotimi Amaechi back as governor. When Supreme Court gave judgment that Rotimi Amaechi should be the governor of Rivers State, Amaechi was in Ghana. Who went to Ghana to go and bring him? Come home, oh. The atmosphere is now clear. Nobody will attack you. You are now free. He could not face the fire here. He left Wike to be here to face that fire. He became governor. And he also said that, Wike has to be made a commissioner for finance, but he made him chief of staff so that he could supervise him. And I ask, so governors don't supervise commissioner for finance too? So if he had made Wike commissioner for finance, he won't be the one to supervise him because commissioner for finance is autonomous. Right. Again, let me conclude. Yeah. Then this same child that he said defeated him in 2015. This person defeated him in 2019. He defeated him in 2023. Since Wike and Rotimi Amaechi parted ways, tell me one thing that Rotimi Amaechi has won politically. Give me one election that Rotimi Amaechi has won since Wike went his way and Amaechi went his own way. Amaechi has not won a single election since that time, showing that this person This person Wike was a minister of state in Abuja. Rotimi Amaechi was governor in Rivers. Wike collected the structure of PDP from him.
Yes, sir. Mr. Olayinka.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, so just final question, Mr. Olayinka. Very briefly, how does this help the residents of the FCT? For the people who are looking for housing, for the people who need access to infrastructure, healthcare, that need jobs, and so on and so forth. How does any of this? Is your principal focused on the tasks that need to be solved in the FCT? And when will we move on from all this?
The question that I want to ask you also is that how has this stopped the minister from performing his duties? The president, from June 10 to July 3rd, 17 projects will be commissioned by the president of Nigeria. Those projects were done by this FCT administration led by Wike. 17 projects. We are starting June 3rd, June 10. And it will go on for 17 days. But ten of those projects will personally commissioned by the president. So all this one, politics, you play it. Then your job, you do it. Politics, as you look at it, and has not in any way affected the job of the minister. And you can attest to it, except people who will not want to say the truth. He's doing his job.
Okay.
And it is feasible for Nigerians to see. Okay,
Mr. Lere Olayinka, thank you for your time today. You have had the platform to respond to various issues in the manner you felt best suited the situation. And I would also just like to reiterate that Dr. Abati was not directed to step aside for this interview in any way or form whatsoever.
No, I don't see everything that happened today inside Arise Television. It sounds a bit funny, but not too funny for the kind of characters and people who get inside government. Person even admit, say, I've been get issues before. 20 million naira wahala, courts don't clear them. On what grounds we courts clear them? That's a question where people feel they ask. On what grounds we courts clear that matter where you be say you get? But that means that there was actually a case established against you. We carry you go court. Because you say the case no day if you no go reach court. So, but why is it? And then again, it just something just struck me with all those accusations when they carry about Abati and all that. Talking about Abati really, is Abati really a bully? Because you remember that drama where happened where we say Abati and a younger colleague will be report something and call his name Abati. And he got angry that why you not call him Dr. Abati, and all that. So people really think that Abati is a bully because they're letting colleagues address him by name. And one thing about media professionally, as somebody we don't do 20 years plus when inside the media industry, that now one thing I'll tell you in my future, say the media industry is the only industry where you get the right and privilege to call your boss by name if on a 2 day the same set together. Because for all I know for media industry, nothing like Mr. This, Mrs. This, Mrs. That. If on a 2 na colleagues na guests, now I feel they call that title. But say on a 2 day the same set as colleagues, I may call them a name na Reuben Abati, Rufai Oseni, this one, that one. Precious Enyi. Now my name be that one. At least my papa and mama first gave me the name before I go study doctor. While I appreciate the efforts we put in as one of the youngest PhD holders from Nigeria what we get. Fantastic. But then, without that PhD, he's first of all a human being. Do you understand me? Without that PhD, be first of all a human being. So I think, say, part of waiting make Larry go don't get that mind to talk to him anyhow. Now, because of those kind of incidents, where he be say, they want me person joke with that in PhD, like me they maintain that doctor. They call him by that doctor. We come make people they look and like say he the bully. But apart from that, when you reach intelligence, I beg now, Larry, hear yourself. Hear even Reuben, where he be say Abati senior. Can't talk of Abati. You self. Think the ideas when they come up for these two people head, where he match you. You just they think I'm not. In fact, even person when no go school here, all of us are joined together. Let's leave sentiments aside though. In fact, I don't even know what I want to talk inside this matter. But I'm just looking at this from the layman's perspective. If you hear them now, which of them will you think say the people will be say actually they educated enough? Sorry, I'm sorry. His boss is the FCT minister. And then the FCT minister was also accused by Abati for the same kind of behavior. Maybe now waiting make. Sorry. Well, now here I go drop my pen. I'm gonna put on a comment, on a thought, on a reaction on that. I didn't see anything in this interview. I just analyzed what happened. Okay, so drop your thoughts, your reaction, everything where you think under the post. Sharply. I like to know what you think about this drama where you see happen. Because more will come. Abati now say don't respond. Say, okay, you don't see everything. When they come back from work, it go shele. Should we buy boxing gloves and get ready on Monday when they go come work? Because we never know what's going to happen for inside Arise Television. My name is Precious Enyi. Like, subscribe, share this post, and make sure you follow us like a village people. I love you. I see you in the evening, live and direct, with all my guests. Then thank you so much, and Barakah Salah to all my Muslim faithfuls. Thank you. Bye.